Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And able to get this out to the 25. Looking to put a drive together. From the gun, here's Williams. He's got this to Algier. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Man in motion is Agnew. Throwing is Williams. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides, look at him go. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. Here's Williams. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 13 yards out. And the Falcons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
This goes out wide for Mixon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And this is caught by Evans. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or two short. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Complete to Joe Mixon. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Second and 16.
Kings.
Play fake. Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Mayfield from the gun on third down. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Emeka Egbuka, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Dumps this one off to Algier. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not... before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, Hey, we got about cut. Oh, he just snapped out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Darnell Mooney.
36 yards.
And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
39-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. And a catch right side by Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
To number 13, Mike Evans.
Mayfield off the play fake. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The Buccaneers hit 12-1 now to start play. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here's Mayfield. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Chris Godwin.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bucs have taken the lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Boy, shifts past him.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Going up top for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew's got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Now Mayfield. He finds his target. It's Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 37 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
On the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll run for the first time with Amari DiMercato. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw is Williams. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
To throw, Williams. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. And now an audible here into something else. To the air, Williams. Pass complete to Loveland. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. He'll try to do it himself. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and goal, Atlanta.
Working out of the gun, Williams. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Williams. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. They'll try and... Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And that one into the hands of Shepard downfield. Sterling Shepard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs take a 3-touchdown lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. And he's going to be touched down here. Here is 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Williams. Looking deep here for Mooney. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
And a first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Real.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Emeka Egbuka with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. In motion, it's Miller. Here's Williams. Going deep this time for Miller. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Falcons 21. Bradley Pinion.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change. So I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he's got room. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football. Because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
To throw, it's Williams. He'll get this to DiMercato. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Throwing is Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
A 46-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it. And he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he is going to lose yardage here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll shift things around. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Trey Hendrickson. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to try and throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Point it right. 180.
Mayfield down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. 4th down, Mayfield. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second and 5. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And he is caught. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
For a first down. 1st and 10.
To throw, Mayfield. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Buccaneers take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Pass caught right side by Loveland. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Williams. That is caught at the 7. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That's another Falcons 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
On the handoff, it's DiMercado. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
The play lost the yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
Williams now going to throw on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Colston Loveland from 8 yards out. And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
49. Falcons 31.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Mayfield looks to throw to Mixon on the check down. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Mixon up the middle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Baker changing the play at the line. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield. He's going to go up top again. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Emeka Egbuka, 43 yards. And the Bucs Bucs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll be... out of bounds across the 25.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Mooney, the motion man right. Working out of the gun, Williams. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. The slot man in motion right. To the air, Williams. He'll try and do this himself. On the right side, this is Miller. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. They'll go. Here's Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To throw, Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw. Williams. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is He's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Williams. Complete to Mooney on the slant. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 4.
To throw, it's Williams. There's Mooney with another catch. Oh, what a move. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
A gain of 16 yards.
To throw once more, here's Williams. They'll get this to DeMarcado. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
12 more yards. That's another.
And they'll try to save the timeouts to use on defense if need be as he runs up and spikes it. Second and 10. A quick throw out wide to Mooney. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Throwing is Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will cut this lead down to 25. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's a second down and 7 from the 37.
Real. Hey, we're 33.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
Mayfield down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. McLaughlin for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
70. Falcons 38.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Looking to throw. Williams. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Third down and 20.
Back to throw. Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Dumps it off to Mixon. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field. And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense.
He's got it with the 15. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Gonzalez good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose a down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go, or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Williams. Over the middle, that's to Loveland, the tight end. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Tampa Bay, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles
You